Okay, so here's my pre-market scanner going through it, and I already went through everything, and what I've narrowed it down to is ZIM, Z-I-M, and this is a continuation setup. So you had 4-day move up, sideways consolidation, and now you're attempting to break out to new highs here. So I want to buy it over this bar, over that line. Just in the past 1 month, you've been up 60%, big move. GDXU, also, you have just going through this scan here. Let's go through it. GDXU, ZIM. So you got Nugget, and I believe JNUG was on here. But out of all of them right now, GDXU is looking the best. I like ZIM on a weekly chart here. Like you had this basically downtrend line. This is going back even further, all the way to the highs here that it broke. Now let's look at the anchor VWAP. Let's see. It's going to have obviously a lot of resistance, but these could be some possible levels where it could find resistance again. So I want to look for some like really big volume bars to attach this to. Yeah, like right here. So that could be a level, right? It might want to, and it might want to come up and test that. But I mean, it's got a lot of overhead resistance, obviously. I'm just looking at it straight up from the bottom, continuation play, looking for a 1 to 3 4-day move. Would want to, ideally, I'd enter that trade today, and I'm up, and I'm scaling out of some of it today. Like that's how I like to play those type of moves. Slower, bigger tech moving stocks for the bull combo scan. Look at this buy. You know, you had this breakout here, which is the bigger volume bar, and then it came down to test that anchored VWAP right here and found support. And now from this volume here, this day where we sold off and shook people out, we're above it right now. So that is, to me, is strong action. This is a sell signal. It's just a signal. But what did we do? We didn't continue down. We bounced right back up. So that tells me this market wants to go higher. So I'm not really thinking, I mean, you got the Barre combo scan here. I'm not thinking about taking anything short today, other than maybe if I do a scalp, if there's a setup where I have edge that presents itself. It does seem like China stocks, EDU, TAL, maybe fading a little bit. At some point, I got to believe these things might want to bounce. Who knows? So there you have it. That's what I got on my list. RMCO. Also have trade ideas going here. Nothing too exciting. Oh, I also had a M phase. So I've got items that are flagged too. So this one is setting up. Yep. N phase. Let me move that to my. So this is my general list is flagged. So I'll go through my scans, flag stuff, and then my short list is this one here, the AL run. So those two float on this. Yeah. I mean, this is more of a technical trade, bottom bounce type setup. Well, bottom bounce, which is leading to a continuation play. So let me just go through this list. Let's look at. I don't know what happened with that GMBL. I mean, that went to basically zero. I don't know. And I don't really want to look into it because I'm not going to trade it, I don't think. Hood. Okay, so now Hood came up and failed, right? So let's look at the weekly. He came up here. He still got strong volume, right? It's got a huge float. So it takes a lot of energy to push this thing up. But now we're right back. Look, we came right back. Now we found support off of that anchor VWAP. Where's your other big volume bar right here? So we're well above that. I think this thing wants higher prices. I traded it here and I got stopped out. So what I'm going to do is be ready to trade this one again. We'll see. And you could almost enter here, right? And put your stop loss right below that anchor VWAP. And then the thought is, you're entering this today, that it's got to close above that line. If it doesn't, you close the position. So just a lot of continuation type setups here. Obviously, everything's been running. But I do best when I go through my scans before the market opens, and I see what's running, and I have a plan and things set up, as opposed to just opening my screen up or TC2000 at like 9:30 and trying to just jump on the first thing I see. So I put a lot goes into like getting everything down to this list. I use TC2000. I also have Stock Fetcher and Trade Ideas, and that's, it's just like all a funnel. So everything's like a process of funneling things down to refine the list, and then entering trades, and then having a plan for those trades.